The Savior replied, "Every nature, every modeled form, every creature exists in and with each other. They will dissolve again into their own proper root." Welcome to Tea and Mystics. Today I'm sharing a short review of the book, The Gospel of Mary of Magdala, Jesus and the First Woman Apostle by Karen L. King, while I am sipping on some candy cane tea from T Kettle. At the top of this video, I shared a brief quote excerpt from the Gospel of Mary, which you can find in this book. It shares the entirety of what has been found of the Gospel of Mary, and there are a lot of missing parts to it, but it shares a translation of what there is. And the book even features some scans of the actual papyrus of the Gospel of Mary, which I definitely appreciated that the author included that within the book. After sharing the translation of the Gospel, Karen L. King then goes through the book by first looking at what some of the philosophical discussions may have been around the time of the writing of the Gospel of Mary, and how the Gospel of Mary is showing some similarities to Platonic thought at the time and Stoic thought. And I really liked how she looked at how this gospel was in dialogue with other beliefs and philosophies that were going around at the time. The book continues by looking at how the Gospel of Mary differs from the more canonical Christian texts in some places, and then also where it's similar. And then it also really breaks down looking at this notion of, is it actually a Gnostic text or not, and what is Gnosticism? And Karen L. King really shares that what is called Gnosticism is really just a term that academics created to talk about beliefs and texts that were, of course, later found, including the Gospel of Mary, that are seen opposed to the orthodoxy of what Christianity is. And so it's sort of a term that lumps in a lot of different early Christian beliefs and the way and early Christian practices. I really appreciated the discussion of Gnosticism, the term, and its rise in more of an academic function, and what we may be missing when we're just sort of oversimplifying the amount of diversity that was around during the early Jesus movements, the movements that began from the inspiration of the figure of Jesus. It's an easy read to get through. Karen L. King writes in an engaging manner. So if you have any interest in Mary of Magdala, the Gnostic Gospels, Gnosticism, early Christianity, then I definitely would recommend checking out this book. Today I am sipping on the candy cane black tea from T Kettle, and this is the first time I've ever tried one of T Kettle's teas before, and so far I have to say I'm impressed. I am enjoying this candy cane black tea. I think it would be really good for a tea that you may have in the morning if you like a minty taste, because it does have a bit of a higher caffeine count to it, so it'll be perfect for that time. And I really love Christmas tea, so I think it's fun to try out the different ones, and I'm enjoying this candy cane blend. Thanks so much for tuning in to Tea and Mystics. Cheers!